Go and everything's copacetic now. Hopefully my headache subsides long enough to allow me to run the game properly. And we'll do a quick recap from last session. So basically, you guys were in the oh god, sorry. You guys were in the quarter deck. Or no, sorry, not the quarter deck. Yeah, you guys were in the quartermaster's cabin, and you had decided to peek out. You had rested there. You had short rested there for a little while, and you decided to peek out onto the main deck to look out on the sprite top, and you saw there on the very front the giant bat's bow dragon creature that kind of was staring at you guys as you were out there. You then decided to climb up onto the forecastle, and Tor felt that it was a good idea to climb up the foremast, and it was up there that he found the ethereal cutlass, a curved blade of ethereal energy, seeming so far away yet still here. As it was described, it has kind of like an otherworldly presence. It was then that you guys figured it was best to move south across the ship's main deck, which you guys did because you saw up at the top there was movement down towards the quarter deck. So you guys made your way down there, and from there you entered into the quarter deck, only to be unsuccessfully ambushed by a where the fuck do I have their body? There it is. Two vampire spawns and a handful of ghost pirates. The vampire spawns were the one vampire spawn was fairly quickly dispatched, as you guys soon learned that the blood that was in this well is actually damaging to these creatures. So upon learning that, you guys made it your effort to try and corner these creatures into there or knock them into it, or in Dawn Shadow's case, dipping her sword into there, as well as having the sword mimic Schwarzwald go for a swim in it, turning it into a bloody mimic-powered blender.
Oh yeah.
But you guys were able to dispatch the various enemies in there, and then from that point, except for the one who, once he kind of realized everything that's going on, he was like, "Yeah, I'm keeping out of this," and just shut the door that he was behind. And you guys took some healing potions. You got some drinks, and you also used, I believe, Willow's ability to heal you guys from the healer's kits. The only other thing that had happened that was of main note is that the second vampire spawn had actually rushed out the room to the left-hand southern door there, and into the next room, shutting the door behind her. So you actually don't know where she went at this moment, but be that as it may, you guys are pretty much open to free action at this point. Rook, how long does your spirit shroud last? A minute. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys have free action. Like I said, there's this giant pool of blood, like this fountain in the center of the room, and there is a door to the north that you guys came in and out of, There is also 2 doors down to the south that lead into the next room. Oh, there's also a staircase that is right here that also leads down, or that one leads down into the lower deck.
Yikes, guys.
And what about
Rook,
around there?
What about right where?
the great.
Oh, that would also lead down into the bottom as well. I will say though that grate is locked.
What kind of lock?
It is. I mean, just a like a, like a like big. That's one of those like big iron locks.
So it's something that could be picked.
Padlock.
Mm-hmm.
Rook looked in all the rooms.
Yes.
Did he just like look in the rooms, or did he search the rooms?
I believe he said that he was like looking into them. I don't know if you were specifically checking out like all the crates and everything.
Because all I remember
don't think I went through the crates thoroughly yet. No.
that there were coffins in 4 of them.
Yeah, there's also chests in some of them.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't have started poking any chests until we had regrouped. We're ready to stab them if they got bitey. Or, befriend them. Either way.
Friend them.
Well, if there's a chest you want opens, I can use my gauntleted hands to test the waters. Isn't that right, Schwartzwald?
Schwartzwald just gives you a like a BB-8 little thumbs up.
Yeah.
What?
I'll open this one if you guys don't have a specific order.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Yeah, you pry it open. There's no like lock or anything like that. Inside there's just some velveteen padding, a pillow. You actually see there's like a little stuffed teddy bear that has like bat wings and like little fangs sewn onto it.
Okay.
Gwen would love that.
Completely normal stuff.
All right.
So that's
guys.
the coffin. What about the chest there?
So if you open any of the chests, you'll find that most of them only just contain clothes. Kind of ostentatious clothes. And beyond that, just like a couple sacks, some scraps of fabric. There's really nothing of too much interest in those chests if you do open any of them.
Okay, so this is some sort of vampire barracks.
Yeah, it's their bedrooms, I guess. But we're not looking in the coffins just in case. We just leave. Or
No,
get
I
a
think
petty.
the coffin is what had the plush lining and the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was a chest. I misheard.
Nope. Yeah, it was the coffin that had the velveteen lining and, comfortable sleeping place.
Right. Can we look down the grate to see if we can see anything? Can we like shine some light down there?
Yeah. Yeah,
The lanterns. They're lanterns, right?
The ones hanging on the walls, those are actually magically lit sconces. So they're attached to the wall. Would you like to try and like rip one off? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a strength check to try and like rip one of those things off the wall.
I don't want to rip one off.
Okay.
Figure just unlight it. So
What do I see with my dark vision?
As you peer down in, there is it is eerie how dark it is down there. That you actually, as you peer down in, it is near impossible to see. You only see a faint, distant glow of light, but it's almost as if somebody has put like a shroud over your eyes trying to see a candle at about 1,000 feet.
Yeah, that down there's advanced darkness.
Advanced darkness.
This is advanced darkness.
And you don't think using a torch would help then, with what you saw in the advanced darkness?
I mean, if you got one to spare, we can drop it through the grate, see what it does.
Ooh.
Although we are on a wooden ship.
I didn't intend on dropping a open flame. I just meant to look better from up here.
Do you want to light a torch, Willow, and hold it down into there?
Sure, but I was trying to see if I had something else.
Okay.
I think I have a torch. You'd think I would have one.
You do. You have 13 of them.
Ooh. Hey, look, I have a wooden stake too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need that later. Yeah, I guess I can light a torch, and I don't want to drop it in, but hold it
Okay.
down there.
So yeah, you light this torch. As you do, the smoke kind of billows up, and you lay down on the floor, and you go to reach it down in there. As you do, you kind of feel your hand suddenly get really cold. As you like put the torch down between the grates, and as you do, you feel this chill up your hand, and it's almost as if you had just put this torch down into almost like a smoke or like an oil. It almost instantly cuts off the light source from it. You can see where your hand is, like you can see where your wrist is, but like the torch beyond that has flickered down to what I kind of described before, as if somebody wrapped a dark shroud around your head and there was a candle at a distance. It's become a very faint light.
Nothing. This torch. But it felt like the air was different.
Yes, you felt that your hand was suddenly very cold, almost as if you had put it into a freezer.
Yeah, it feels really cold down there. And the torchlight just went out. Well, it didn't put it out. If I pull it back up, is the torch still lit?
Completely lit. Yep. As soon as you pull it back out, it kind of illuminates the room that you're standing in.
Yeah, it just sucks the light out.
You kind of think back to when you guys were moving across the main deck. It was a very similar sensation as when you tried peering down into the lower deck there, where you glanced down in, you could see like a faint light down there, but you could not see anything in it. It's almost like you're standing in a smoky void staring off into the distance to a light source, but you cannot see what that is.
Oh, put out the torch for now. I mean, seemingly,
Okay.
if we went down there, it was still outrageously dark. It would be useless to us anyhow. I'm just trying to think if I have anything that makes wood. I've got detect and dispel magic. Are we interested in going down at all at this point?
But we got one more of those vampire spawn that ran through the door. Do we want to see if we can track him down before he tries to ambush us as we continue on?
Yeah,
I would definitely
they'll
say
only
clear it
regroup
level
and
by
bring more
level.
reinforcements if we let them have time.
All right. Well, Schwarzwald. Let's go find this fucker.
All right. So as you open up this door, you can head down into the next room. As you do, you walk into a large room that has large glass windows that look out over the sea. You can see on the far southern wall, there's a large pipe organ. And as you walk into the room, you actually see that the keys begin playing. The keys depress on their own. And it begins playing an almost discordant melody, a very melancholic lament. As you peer around the room, you can see that there is a spiral staircase directly to your right.
I lost, but
Oh, that's a spiral staircase. I thought that was
yes.
just a broken wagon wheel.
Nope, that is a spiral staircase that leads upstairs.
oh,
So yeah, that leads upstairs to wait, where is that on the mind map? Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's a spiral staircase that leads up, and you also notice that next to this, and I know it's not poorly illustrated on here, but next to the stairs, you actually see that there are 2 Grim Reaper statues.
fine. I'm gonna shut the door
Okay.
so we don't. I mean, at least notice the door open if anything tries to come from behind. I'm also on a cat. Well, I wanted to cast aid just to buff myself a little bit.
Okay.
But everyone else, well, it's for 3 people. Don't
So, yeah,
fight it.
Yeah, for some reason, this map does not have the illustrations for those Grim Reaper statues, so I'm just going to kind of put them like right, pretty much like right here and like right here, kind of like leading up to the entrance to the staircase.
Okay.
So kind of like the ones flanking the organ there.
Yes, yeah, that's more what they look like. It's just for some reason this illustration doesn't have them. So yeah, like I said, you guys can hear this. You kind of hear this despondent melody being played on the accordion. Or sorry, not the accordion, the organ. Wow. But beyond that, that's really all that's all you can really see in here, other than the other door that led right back into where you guys came from.
Okay,
So she had
aid.
nowhere to go but up.
What'd you say, Stacey? Aid?
Oh,
What are
I
you talking-
thought aid put my. Oh, it does. It puts current HP and max HP up by 5 points.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
10 at level 3.
Yeah, if you upcast it, then you can put it up to 10. So yeah, it's you and up to, or it's 3 creatures of your choice.
So how do I change my map? Oh, there it is.
Yep. So who else are you giving that to?
I don't know who has the lower HPs.
I mean, I've got 64, so I think I had the most HP here.
Mm-hmm. Just like we talked about, Stacy, in our messages the other day. Dawn Shadow has twice the HP as you.
Oh shit, I do?
Yeah.
You're
you're a paladin with a
remember
+2 constitution.
If
She's
hers
a sorcerer
highest,
with a
though.
+1. She messaged me.
45 hit points.
So she messaged me and she's like, I don't understand why I have such low HP. And I'm like, is you're a sorcerer? And your sorcerers like wizards are super squishy?
I worked out like she had the toughness one.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is
Dawn Shadow
extra,
also has
but
tough.
even without it, she was at least 10 or 20 ahead of me or something.
I'm probably the least likely to be in melee, even though I'm built to survive it a bit anyway.
Well, 2 of you can have 10. 10 max HPs. I don't
Definitely give it to Tor. Because he's usually gonna be right there next to me.
usually.
So say Tor and Rook grabbing those extra HP.
Sure. How many is it?
10.
10. There's a max HP modifier, which I found.
Or are they temp?
Is that just
or-
temp?
No. It's
No,
she's casting aid, so your max HP goes up that, and so does your current hit points.
Yeah.
So
Alright, I'm
yeah.
sure.
It
I'm
just
now
changed.
sure you guys have heard this joke enough, but haha, now you guys have Stacy's AIDS.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm just gonna record this temporary and remember that I can
Well,
heal
you
up
can.
to that.
I'll say if you click your temporary hit points, there's a max HP modifier that you can change.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm doing it for myself because I'm just so low, and I didn't even get up to max when I was throwing around healing kits and crap.
Okay, got it.
But you get some bonus because I can do 2 more people basically.
Yeah. So we go Rook. So we got Rook and Tor both up to 55, and we got Willow up to 37 out of 42. All right. So yeah, like I said, pretty much in this room there is the pipe organ. There's the Grim Reaper statues. Those are actually out on the back deck. You can see there's 2 windows that lead out to there. And then on top of that, you have the staircase with the 2 Grim Reaper statues next to it.
Can I look at this here organ?
Sure.
Does it have any music?
I mean, it is currently
Sheet.
playing.
So it has nothing to play.
Oh, there is sheet music there. It's just like propped up against it.
So the vampire probably had to go up.
Yeah.
With the little stairwell. Yeah, that's the only exit we see. Okay.
Or cast invisibility and started playing organ.
It's possible.
Yeah, Willow, you can see that the song that this is playing is called Floating Through the Fog.
Can I look to see if there's any other secret exits? Like, is it really just going to be obviously using the circular stairwell?
What does that mean? What are you doing to discern secret exits?
Wait, are those bookcases or whatever behind us?
On the wall? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Or no, sorry. Those are wine bottles.
Oh. But they're
Oh,
like...
they're wine
Well,
bottles.
let me
Oh,
get myself.
okay.
Sorry, forgot to say, yeah. Strapped
they're
to the
like
gills.
storage cases.
Strapped to the gills with wine bottles.
So I'm
So
gonna
search...
open up the portable hole. And
Yeah, there you go.
Pour and be like,
This is
what's the best vintage we have here?
You might
There's
want to check they aren't
Justice
blood.
bottle.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking they'd be. Vampires do not drink just wine.
I never drink wine.
Yeah, check these cases for any kind of levers or switches. And
Is
are
that a
those-
curtain around the outside?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Is that like padding or is that drapery?
Oh, that
Maybe
yeah.
we have,
Acoustic
like-
foam?
No.
Yeah.
Those are yeah. Those are just like velveteen walls.
Wow.
They're also. Or wait, no, sorry. Those are like couches. Those are like it's like a bench. It's like a giant. It's like a giant bench that stretches across the entire thing.
Bench mimic.
So what is it we have now? Like 4 feet of wine in a hole.
Yeah, you guys got a ton of wine in there.
Fuck yeah. Alright. I'm just doing like the supermarket sweep where I have like one arm out, just like piling the bottles into the portable hole.
How many? No, none of them were trip lever. Nothing changed.
No, yeah, as you go through here, you're like pulling bottles off, you're like, checking the back of boards. There's really nothing here.
Okay, who's gonna play the organ piano or whatever the heck it is? Just make it play something else.
I can play the dulcimer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't have any specific proficiencies, but have a +4 in performance.
Oh, there you go.
Can you happen to read music, play a different song? I'm just waiting for these reapers or something to start moving, I'm afraid.
All right, so you said it was something about fog?
Yeah, you can see that the sheet music that's listed there is titled Floating Through the Fog.
Yeah, play a different
Okay,
song. Turn
organ.
off the fog.
He's gonna try Mr. Blue Sky.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your performance check. So you sit down and you're just giving it the best. One day back in the day you heard this song, Mr. Blue Sky, and so you're trying to replicate it. The problem is that like you think that you're hitting the right notes because like with your own ears you can hear the right song. Unfortunately, the notes from Floating Through the Fog are still playing, like at the same time, as if there is another force that is playing that song.
Can we just change the sheet music? What other songs are there? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, is there any other sheet music around? Like, anything that's on the stand there behind it, or
Yeah, actually, there's only one other piece of sheet music there, and as you go to move the one that is floating through the fog, you can see that this one is listed as Vampirates Off the Port Bow.
Ew. I
it
don't want
doesn't
that in my
sound much
bed.
better.
It doesn't sound better. What happens? Nothing happens. Does the music stop if we move the sheet music?
I mean, do you take away?
I have
Oh.
not yet done that.
Okay,
I thought he had.
No, that's if it triggers anything, it's gonna be a clear signal of where we are.
Possibly.
Like they don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have something to write with?
No.
I don't seem to be prepared to write with anything at all.
Let me see. You got. Well, you have Tinkerer's Tools, which is.
Yeah, I guess there could be a pencil for marking things.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, if anything, within Tinkerer's Tools, I mean, these special tools include the items needed to pursue a trade or craft. You need to be able to write to do a craft or trade.
All right. I'm just going to add another flat to the...
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, if Tor has calligrapher tools, that's exactly.
Let's just add another flat to the key signature and be on our way for now.
What does that mean?
If whatever is causing the music to happen is following the sheet music, like mechanically, and will do whatever change we make, it means that every time it hits that note, it will be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm changing the key signature to indicate that note should be flat when it wasn't meant to be.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, you take the calligrapher tools, or you take the scribing tool from your Tinker's Tools, and you mark on there this note. And as you do, you can see that like all the ink that's on this sheet music is like. Even if you try to like wipe it away or anything like that, there's no smudges or anything like that. And as you mark this, you can see that the ink dries instantly and is permanently on the page now.
Does the music sound worse?
After a few seconds of allowing the music to get through the particular part that it is, there eventually comes to a point where there's this discordant note that sounds off and grating. And as soon as that happens, you guys see a little bit of light kind of flood in from the windows that are above the organ. And Rook, since you're the one who's standing there next to the organ, you can see the fog and the green fog and mist that was covering the back of the ship that, as you look back out, is just now completely kind of dissipated and faded away.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to make a similar change, add a sharp to a different note on the other sheet music, just in case, but I'm not going to change what's actually playing.
Okay, yeah, you do the same thing on there. You can see that the note instantly dries into the paper, in the same fashion as the first one did. And in fact, as you do this, you can actually see like I said, there's the fog has kind of lifted from the back of the ship, and as you're watching out over it, you can actually see Captain Dunburu off the back of the ship now. You can actually see him in the small boat. And as the fog clears, he kind of like looks up, covers his eyes to try and, catch a gaze, and then like sees you standing there in the window and gives you a wave.
I'll wave back. All right, I don't think we saw that all the way through when we were thinking about it. They might be able to see our ride away from here better now.
As you see the captain giving a wave, all of a sudden there's a bit of a thrash in the water next to him, and you see this massive shark jumps out and just grabs him by the head and drags him underwater.
Well, shit.
What happened?
What does this window look like?
It's what you see down here at the very bottom. That's like a giant 3-pane glass window.
Okay. I was gonna ask about that.
And that's like behind the organ?
Yeah. There's like these two, like I said, there's like these two smaller, these two other windows that are on the side that would allow you out onto this back deck.
Oh, I was gonna ask. They're like doors then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I had it zoomed in differently, so I couldn't really see that there was. I had to move it.
You can see there's like a bit of a thrash in the water.
All right. So I'm around there. Where is this thrashing in the water?
Oh, it's like hundreds. It's like a couple 100 feet off of the ship in the distance. Though as you watch this sight, you see moments later, a dead shark comes rising up out of the water,
Okay.
and you see Captain Dunburu climbs back onto the ship and, using his massively powerful lizard folk jaws, just pulls the dead shark up onto the boat and starts eating it.
Oh God. I thought it was a small rowboat.
It is. He's just kind of has it like there hanging off the side.
Hey, whatever works. I mean, you need a snack.
All right. We should probably get this done quick before they all start reacting to what we're doing here, because that's definitely going to get stuff moving.
All right, so slinking my portable hole back in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we go upstairs?
Let's.
All right. Who is heading upstairs first?
I'll go as the statues come to life and stab me in the side. Right?
Exactly.
You
I
can
need
just
you to roll
throw
me.
some
I need
wine
you to roll me a
bottles at them.
dexterity saving throw.
Fucking righteous.
A dex throw for some stairs.
So as you attempt to go up the stairs, these two Grim Reapers, they animate and they swipe down at you with their scythes. And you are going to take
Wait, what?
21 points of magical slashing damage.
You're a son of a bitch, you know that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And as this happens, it kind of pushes you back
I'm
about
confused.
10 feet.
I thought he was using this stairs that are very far away from the.
No, there's 4 statues total.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Circles marked.
These ones are just over by the these ones are over by the organ. These two circles over here are Grim Reaper statues that are that are flanking this staircase.
I see. Oh, that's horrible.
It's weird that they only attack though when we tried to use steps. We literally walked in the room next to them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Only when you went on.
Yeah, well, that's
stair.
magic traps for you. It's not like it's something that thinks about what to do.
Can we like?
I can make it up there with a bit of teleporting, but I ain't sticking my head up there alone. So how do we get past these things?
I
Wait.
mean, if they're magical, can anyone do like an Arcana check to see if they can be disabled or dispelled?
I have dispel and what do we got? Dispel magic. And the other one, I lost it.
Detect magic.
I thought I had both. And I
You
can't
do. You
see.
have both detect and dispel.
I can't actually see the word detect. Okay.
Dispel is a 3rd level. Detect is a 1st level.
I see it. Well, are we just presuming they're magic and not detecting the magic?
Well, we're presuming they're magic because he took magic damage.
Yeah, like Dawn Shadow.
Well, I
is
mean, there's no
resistant.
reason Mechanical Trap couldn't have a magic sword tied to it, but
It's true.
I mean, I could sneak up behind it and take a look at it and see if there's anything mechanical. I know a thing or two about that.
Can I just push it over from behind?
You can see that it is affixed into the floor, so there would be no way to knock it over.
Fixed how?
It is like the stone is set into the floor of these statues. So you'd almost have to like spend the time to carve up the floor. But if you do want to investigate them, you can do investigation or arcana, depending on what you're looking for.
I'll do investigation. Despite his spellcasting, he's not particularly proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
Oh.
That's what you get for getting all your magic power from someone else.
It's true. As you have that thought, your weapon's just like... Yeah, you take a look at these. There's really no mechanical features that you can see. Nothing stands out to you so much. They do appear to be, positioned in such a way that anyone going up this staircase would be subject to that attack. But beyond that, there's really nothing you can discern about it.
Can I do an arcana
All
check?
right, so it's a spiral staircase, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure, Willow, if you want.
Opens, or is there like a railing?
Yeah, there's a railing that, spirals up with it, like a handhold.
All right, so by the time it gets from the bottom where it starts around 3/4 of the way, that's what, head high?
About that.
So what if we just stand by the door we came in and climb up onto the stairs?
You mean above the?
like right over the Reaper that's facing the other direction. Because we already found out that shoving and prodding at it from the other side isn't doing anything.
Yeah, it's not actively attacking because you looked at it or whatever.
So I will say with Willow's Arcana check, there is two things that you're able to discern about it. One is that there really is no mechanical features about this, so it does allude to you that this is probably magical to some degree. That's also to some credence why you feel that Dawn Shadow was kind of knocked back as much as she was, knowing that she's it's Dawn Shadow. Wait, I forget how Dawn Shadow has that to where non-magical damage is lessened for you.
It's feat. It's heavy armor mastery.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. So you realize that Dawn Shadow kind of took that in the chest. So you feel that there is a magical essence about it, but you can't really discern what. Though something does kind of stand out to you as you're peering at this. Rook, are you attempting to climb up onto the staircase from the other side?
Hold on, let me. That'd be what, athletics?
Yeah, that would be, well, I would say either athletics or acrobatics, depending on, like, acrobatics if you're trying to, like, finesse your way up it. Athletics would just be if you're straight up trying to, like, pull yourself onto. I don't know how exactly you're. Are you just, like, pulling yourself up on that railing?
Then I'll try an acrobatic approach. Maybe, how high are those wine shelves?
They reach up to the wall, and there are, like, different levels to them.
Actually, those probably have pretty good handholds and things. They got a whole bunch of holes in them the size of a bottle of wine.
Sure. All right. So if you're going to do that, what I'm going to have you do is I'm still going to have you roll the dex save, but I'm going to have you roll it with advantage.
All right, let's try our dex saves.
Okay. So you guys watch as Rook kind of gets into, like, this Spider-Man-esque stance between the spiral staircase and the wine rack, and, like, throws his legs up over. You see the two statues activate and they swipe across, but he's able to miss, or he's able to avoid the attack, and he lands on the staircase. Willow, as you're looking at this thing and you're kind of checking it over as this is happening, something that you notice is that the scythe that these things are holding.
Always have a prop.
I had to grab a prop. You see that like their fingers curl up. You could see that they had like an odd two-fingered hold on these, and as soon as he jumps over, you see that they're now holding them with one finger each.
Oh. It looks like they might be counting. It reduced its fingers.
Yes, and you actually notice that it does not, neither of these statues has pinkies. So it was holding it with 3 fingers, then it was 2, now it's holding it with 1 each.
It looks.
All right.
It looks like.
I'll go ahead and try what because my dex save is pretty good.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and
I'll move out of the way a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll try what Rook did.
Gotcha. Yep, go ahead and roll that with advantage. Okay.
That's
With
pretty
that,
fun.
yeah,
Oh,
even with that, you're fine. But go ahead and
well, guess what?
I don't know. Oh, nice, cool, sick. So you see Tor. There's almost like a moment as he does the same thing. There's almost a moment where he like tips back because of the weight of his barrel, but he's able to use that momentum to pull himself up over. And you see these things take another swipe. Tor is able to miss it, and as soon as that happens, you see these things' hands curl up, and the scythes in their hands retract back into the handle. You see the blade folds down into the handle, as like its hands are now like clenched tight so that you can't see a single finger.
All right, let's head up before the reset then.
Rook, as you are looking up the staircase, you can see there is an iron gate that is leading up into the next part. That as you walk up there, I'm going to move your token. Oh, did not mean to do that. Go. You need to look a little further north on the map here. As you walk up, you're now able to see into this room. So you can see that there is a table on the there's a table in the middle of the room. There is a door right above you. There is also a set of double doors here. There's a table on this far wall, and then there's like a landing that leads up to what appears to be a bed. But directly in front of you is an iron cage that is locked.
Okay, like so, like with a lock key or
Yeah. It's like an iron lock.
okay. Do I see any keys anywhere around the desk or?
Roll me investigation. Or actually, roll me perception, because that's your...
I do not.
No, you do not.
Were we all heading up?
Ladies first.
Wait, you're a lady. I mean, at least your character is.
And just subtly put one hand on Willow's back and push her towards the stairs.
Well,
as
she's
you push
standing right there.
as you push her onto the first step, the statues do not react. But you just kind of like bump right into the back of Tor's barrel.
Oh, I just put her there, aiming to go up. Well, I want to stand here forever.
There's an iron gate up here. Anybody good with that, or I don't know.
I mean, I can try to push it open or break it.
Maybe take a look around the room. I'm not seeing anything, but I could, if you can show me the key, I could reach out and grab it with a bit of magic.
Well, I have thieves' tools. I can try picking it if it has a lock.
Oh, then go ahead.
Okay. Yep. I will move
Not.
Rook back down, and we'll move Dawn Shadow up. God, there's too many things on my map, and the way this map is designed. So Dawn Shadow, you make your way up. You pull out your thieves' tools.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Would she have a disadvantage?
No. Why do you think she would be disadvantaged?
Or advantage? I was just trying. If she had a disadvantage, I was gonna balance it out.
No.
That's all.
No. All right, Dawn Shadow, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Doing good today. Doing real good.
So, okay, so that would be a total. Okay, yeah, that would be a total of 12. Because I will add your. Oh wait, you have thieves' tools, but you're not proficient with them. Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Gotcha. All right, so you take your thieves' tools and you start like jimmying them into the lock. You could feel like you.
Inspiration points can be used to get this
Yeah,
thing.
any D20 roll can be used.
So do I need to? Do I just?
You let me know how many you want to spend. I will say
Let's
in
go
this
with-
regard, knowing how setting DCs works is always a benefit for players using this system. So how many were you gonna say?
Let's go with 3 because I now know that if I had proficiency, that would do it.
Yep.
So let's
So
just say
yeah, you go ahead and we'll bump you up to a 12. So you're taking this moment. You're feeling like you're almost getting it, but it's just not hitting, and so you kind of calm yourself, take a deep breath, and just like really jam that up into there. And eventually, you hear the sounds of the mechanics starting to shift and move, and you are able to swing the gate open.
all right.
Place the party up here. There we go.
Oh,
I've disappeared.
Yeah, you guys will need to move up to the top there. Like, there's a new map. We're gonna move Fortfald up there. Sword Mimic. Cool. All right, so I do need to describe something about this room. That it was because of Rook's 1 in perception that he did not see this, but as you guys walk into this room, you see unusual things. You see the usual things that you would normally see in such a cabin. As you look at the table and you notice that this actually seems as if it is the captain's cabins. But you see that there is like sextants, maps, letters and deeds. You see a goblet filled with wine. And it doesn't take you long to understand that this is the captain's cabin. But there is something that sticks out to you. And that is that as you start moving around, I know that it is not on here on the map. But you see on the ground up here. I'm going to reveal this. So do not think that this is a live creature. But on the ground next to the bed, that was just out of sight as you guys were going up the staircase, you see this. On the floor is a corpse of a quadrupedal creature that seems to be made out of multiple human skulls stitched together, long claws at the end of their limbs, and you can see that rot has almost nearly infiltrated every pore of its body.
why are you walking away, Willow?
What? I don't know why I was away from all of you in the first place. I didn't put myself up there.
I'm just walking over here to get me some of this lobster because I'm a little hungry after getting stabbed.
If you didn't
I just-
notice, Tor is in the chair.
He's standing on all the food. So
Now
we
he's sitting in the
noticed.
chair.
Is there a chair there?
Are those additional Reaper statues out front?
Yeah, the window.
Those are the
Yeah, those are like out on the outside balcony. Those ones are more just for decoration.
Oh, they're so pretty.
But I do. So like I said, I do want to reveal where the doors are. So there is a door up here. There's 2 double doors right behind where Willow is. There is a door that is over here behind Tor. But something else that you notice is that there are doors on these corners. And even through the window over here, you can see that those appear to lead out to those castle-like features that were in this picture in the bottom right corner.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
I get what you're putting down. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so this, this would kind of lead you guys to believe that, right now you're in the full aft castle, which directly above you, for Tor, who knows how ships kind of work, you would know that directly above you would be the poop deck.
Yeah.
And in
Anyone gets
fact,
to go.
directly above you, the room would be the poop cabin. And yes, that is the historically accurate name.
So,
That's fantastic.
there doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile on this here desk.
Like I said, on the
I
desk,
moved the sword again.
on the desk itself, like I said, there is map tools. You can see there is a sextant, there's quills and paper, there's a goblet of wine. So that's about the most that you see. It's just various tools that would be used that are the
Hold up.
essentials to navigation.
So there's a full goblet of wine somebody's left here.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Mm,
plenty. That's why.
How's
Does
it
it have
smell?
It has like a very musty kind of like deep smell to it. It's not like a spirit like a crisp spirit, but it's more of like a really like deep kind of mellow wine.
on this side?
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are
someone was just here.
these
Tour
drawers?
lobster, perfect.
They're drawers on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, so there's drawers to the desk. As you peer into them, there's like marking utensils and additional tools for this, different notes. A lot of what you're seeing though is like various letters written in multiple languages. You know, you can see like land deeds, property deeds, and a lot of what you're seeing, you imagine might be valuable papers that have been taken from ships. Yes, exactly.
Look all this stuff they have. It doesn't seem to have a secret bottom or anything.
Roll me
Drawers,
investigation.
vampires. Investigation.
While you do that, I'm gonna grab a quick drink.
I need better rolling.
I didn't realize my dog was up here, but he's right there.
Sneaky puppy.
All right.
So, are those also glasses of wine on the round table and the end table by the bed?
Yes.
So I rolled a. I rolled
Yes.
11.
There's you really as you feel around on the underside of the deck. There's nothing, or on the underside of the desk.
Yes.
There's nothing that you find of import. You find whoever this captain was. He has like really no table manners. At least to that regard. You do kind of feel like some like this man was digging for gold and just kind of scraping it under the desk.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll look under the bed.
Ew. So.
Okay. As you look under the bed, you find a small box under there.
Ooh.
All right, found a stash.
Right. There is a very like ornate design to this, but there does not appear to be any lock on it. But as you open this, you can see that inside is a set of extremely elegant navigation tools, as well as a pouch with 100 gold in it. And yeah, kind of to give the bedroom a little better description, it's a fairly large, like royal style bed. Rook, as you walk up there and you actually take a look near the bed, you now realize that the goblet, the liquid in it is a bit thicker and viscous, alluding to the idea that is probably blood. There are various furs that are laid out around here, as well as some that are rolled up over on the side. And as you're standing there,
That navigator's tools.
yeah. So, if you do want to add that to your character sheet, the navigator's tools are they are the elegant ones, and all that means is that when you use them, you can double your proficiency with them.
I haven't got any proficiency with
No.
them, but good to know.
I mean, I have navigators and proficiency with them.
Oh, well, I've got
I
a
have
better
elegant
pair
ones.
for you then.
Good. Where are we going?
You can have these.
We're going to the poop deck.
So none of these papers alluded to that previous stuff we read where they were like afraid their souls would be.
No, you
Something?
imagine maybe the quartermaster had those opinions and the captain doesn't necessarily hold those same opinions.
When we came up the stairs, what are these?
What are what?
Up above the stairs, the little
Oh, those are like little scrimshaws and like ships in a bottle. Little pieces of decor kind of spread around the room.
lovely.
Tor. As the group is kind of milling about here, and you head up to grab that, those navigator tools from Rook. You actually hear a sound coming from behind this door over here on the other side of this this umbral skullbearer corpse.
Right, so
That's
we're
all
heading
right.
to him. Alright, so I heard something from now that I can see.
You hear a sound coming from over here.
Okay, does it sound like it's coming to the door?
It just sounds like there is a like I said, it sounds as if there is a sound coming from it.
Okay. So get real quiet. Like throw up a signal to get everyone's attention, and do the shh and point towards the door.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. Revolver ready. Shield up.
All right. So you're all ready. Like I said, there is this like kind of like hulking thing on the ground in front of it.
I
So
don't want a pet skull.
it's dead. You can do whatever you want to it.
A lot of things on this
That's-
ship are dead,
that's
but they're still
everything on
attacking
his
us.
dead.
It's true. It's true. It's very true.
So the door is blocked by that corpse.
The corpse is just providing an obstacle in your way.
Can one get over to here and look out the?
You can. You don't, like I said, you can see that it's that, castle kind of holding area. But you cannot see into it. So, but I will say that at least from the size of it, you imagine that it would be big enough for a person to be in.
But where he's at, that's where you heard the noise coming
Yeah, over here.
from? Oh.
Yep. It's the door right on this side.
So
Oop, did not mean to ping like that. My bad.
Wasn't distracting at all.
In theory,
What's happening?
could I shape change into a skeleton? Is that something I would think I'd be able to do? Into one of the ones that I just saw.
When did you see a skeleton?
All the skeleton ghosts.
I mean, they're ghost pirates. They're not skeletons.
Okay.
There's a different.
Skeletons in the past. That's all. When I was doing playthrough, they changed from skeletons to ghosts and back and forth.
Oh yeah, sorry. If I ever
I
said
thought they were
skeletons,
skeletal.
if I ever said skeletons, they are. There were bone hands. There were severed hands, but
No.
all the rest were ghost pirates.
Oh, so I can't.
They are
change
the
into a
souls
ghost
of
pirate.
those. They are the souls of those that have been killed by this crew.
But do I imagine I could change into something that looked like them as a
I mean,
changeling?
you
don't
can,
know.
you can change yourself into another race, as long as as long as you have seen that, which I could argue that as an adventurer of the levels at which you guys are, you maybe have seen a skeleton at some point. So.
Oh, but not. I can't make myself to look like the.
Like a ghost? No, you still would look like a person. Like you could look like one of the ghosts, like specifically, you could look like one of them if they were of a different race. Like one of them was a dwarf. You could look like a dwarf. You could look like anyone else. Like physically changing yourself to look like a ghost, though, that's just not a possibility.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. All right. As you
Angelina Jolie's up there?
That's right. As you peer up inside, of there, you can see that there's a woman there, and she is like behind this large metal cage. And she's like shaking on it, and she goes, oh my god, there's somebody here, please save me. The ghosts, they captured me, they're gonna kill me. Yeah, roll insight.
Let's see what I roll. I might inspire this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use an inspiration. What's that, a D6?
No. So the way that inspiration works is you have an amount of them. So you have 5 charges. You could add to that. But before you add anything to that, as she says, like, she's shaking. She's like, the ghost captured me. They're beating me. They're gonna kill me. You have this thought of, you have to be ethereal to get onto this ship, and that would then lead you to believe that she is not telling you the whole truth.
Okay.
So is this the point where you pull your club out and go, "Be gone, thoughts"? Just boot her off the ship.
Okay.
I guess you just leave her there. You could splash some holy water on it to see what happens. I have some.
You don't look like you've been beaten.
No, they're going to. They're going to. I just want off of here. I just want to go home.
So how did you end up on this ship?
I was out on a boat. I was out with the love of my life, and then the ship came out of nowhere. It dragged us up on board and killed my love, and have put me in here.
We do know that only the dead can enter this ship without special.
And you see her like eyes go a little wide. She says, "Then you are dead?"
No, I had special means.
Well, they must have used special means for me as well. I'm clearly alive.
They don't actually have the special means. Anyone they bring on the boat is someone they've murdered.
I know I wasn't murdered. I know I wasn't. Just please let
Can
me out.
you, as a paladin, detect undead?
Yes, I can.
I'm
Use a divine sense.
gonna let my friend here.
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing?
She sees you walk around the corner. She sees your paladinic armor. She realizes at that point, the jig is up, and
The jig was up 2 minutes ago.
and so what I need you to do, you do detect her as a fiend.
Oh,
But
okay.
Dawn Shadow, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Ah, fuck a duck.
That's rude.
You hear this voice in your head that's this like sweet feminine whisper of just the most like pulling voice you have ever heard that says, "Turn around and slice their heads off for me." But as you hear this, you're like, fuck that.
I got a better. It's like, how about this? I got a better idea. I'm gonna pull out my ethereal cutlass.
Okay.
How about I cut your head off?
You just see that her at this point she gets this kind of like shit-eating grin on her face as her form begins to change, and you now see standing before you is a succubus.
Oh my goodness.
And she just gets this big smile on her face as she throws the gate open. Everyone roll initiative.
Hey, lady, we're not surprised.
Well, that. God damn it.
I thought,
That
you know,
checks out.
I'm just slow to react.
I'm just so bored with her theatrics. Like, okay. It's like, no, you come, no, you bitch.
sorry. I had too many
Hmm.
screens and I lost my sheet for a second.
13.
Okay.
Oh, super exciting. Come on.
All right. So as this happens, you actually see Dawn Shadow from the wall in here, a like coming through the wall, phasing back into the material plane. You actually see an incubus fly forward.
An incubus and a succubus.
You
And
look like a tool.
Put on a shirt. Fucking degen. Not a rave.
and you see that it like comes up to you. Yeah, I mean it's just got like the hottest bod of all time. It's got this like choker tattoo, this slick backed red hair, and as it comes forward, it says, "Darling, you must have some fun," and just goes to slash you, and its claws just bounce off of your armor. Willow.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
to
that
shoot
willow.
them.
Okay.
Well, I have to find my sheet. I freaking lost it.
How did you lose your sheet? It's on a
I have
website.
4 window paper. I have too many screens and I lost it.
Sounds like a you problem.
It was definitely a me problem.
It actually became an us problem.
Yeah.
I will say, I like as much as I love the art for a succubus. I I love that the incubus is just like what I would imagine if I was like an emo edgelord. That this would be like my like MC.
Good God.
I guess it just
All right, so we can
Sorry.
fight them, or Rook can challenge them to an edge off.
Oh, I don't
only
know about
just can
that.
see this person. I can start with a
Because I'm a cursed tiefling warlock.
It's true.
I don't know if we have the time for that. We're all going to take psychic damage per round watching this.
I mean, Tor is also shirtless with tattoos.
Yeah, but you're just doing it because we don't have any shirts that will fit you right now.
I'm gonna dad bod this guy into submission.
All right, so what are you doing, Willow?
man. I'll just start with
Nothing.
firebolt.
Okay.
Where? Ew.
Yeah, that hits. So as you hit him, he kind of like you see the bolt of fire hit off of his chiseled abs and chest, and he just kind of like seethes back for a moment and just goes, "Oh, you're so good." And you can see the scorch mark on his body where it was. A little of that is absorbed into him. All right.
I assume
And
it's because it's fire or because it's magic.
well, fire or magic could be either or. But you do see the succubus disappears.
Isn't that my
It's my line.
All right. And Tor.
All right.
I will say, though, for the squares that everyone is standing on except for Willow, moving out of the square that you are on is going to require 10 feet of movement, only because you are standing on top of the rotting skullbearer.
Oh, Miss Succubus. Let's see, there's actually...
Tor just runs over, lays down, take me.
It's like, you call that a bod? He slaps his belly. Says, this is a tank for an alcohol-fueled sex machine.
I hope so much that Erin peeked her head in and witnessed that.
Yeah, she's long asleep.
Oh,
I'll make sure that I record that and I'll send it to her so she can listen to that on repeat.
So she can just roll her eyes at me even.
Yeah.
yeah. But we'll be able to hear it from Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot my bow and arrow.
Okay.
After I said what I said, I'm going to shoot my the incubus.
All right.
And this is not magical in any way. So
Okay. Yep. I was just double checking that.
You know, my only magical ranged weapon would fall into the ocean after it hit him.
Yeah.
So probably a miss.
Yeah, he just kind of like it goes to hit him and he just swats it away.
Surprise, bitch. There's another one right behind it.
Oh yeah, that one, Jesus Christ, yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh yeah.
I shot them in quick succession. It was full.
Does he have a reaction? No.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right. So you can see that it hits him. It just kind of like embeds into his shoulder as it does.
Aiming for the nipple.
Yeah. Okay. We'll say that it hits just north of there, and he breaks it off. You can see there's a little trickle of blood. As soon as it hits him, he just like reaches down, licks it, and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna break my heart." All right. On to Rook.
Alright, so fire ain't working and arrows, well, did something. Yeah, I'm just gonna try shooting.
Okay.
This is a magic weapon.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely hits. All right. As you shoot him with that, yeah, roll the damage for that. We'll see how much this all does. Okay, so that's gonna be a total of 27. So, you know, the firebolt hit this guy. You know, he kind of laughed it off. The arrow hit him in the chest. He made the comment. All of a sudden, Rook is just, from behind. Two fucking loud ass gunshots go off, and you see these massive holes just blown into his chest, as he kind of like stumbles back and goes, "Shit, that actually hurt." Oh. Oh. And as soon as that happens, he just like looks around and like quickly like snaps his finger. As you see from this door over here, the door opens up and you see a ghost pirate is kicking it open as he jumps out, just and goes to swipe at the first thing that is in front of him. Which I'm going to remove the umbral skullbearer just so I can actually see what I'm doing here.
Yeah, it was pretty busy couple squares right there.
Yep. Just gonna move it over there on my map. Here we go. That's a... Wait, is this guy visible? Did that come through?
Yeah, I see him.
Ooh, what?
No,
Do
the
you
roll...
want to... I do not see a roll.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
Oh, you know what?
Make...
Sorry, I wasn't on public mode. My bad. All right, I'm going to re-roll that then. So there is a 21 to Rook. And... Oh, that's a nat 20. So Rook...
Nat 20 on.
The nat 20, this is all on Rook. He is just... it's a multi-attack against him.
I'm going to use my...
Oh, you're imposed disadvantage?
Imposed disadvantage on that critical hit.
Okay. That takes it down to 17, which means it misses, and I kind of hate you.
Deal with it.
Yeah. So this the incubus, he like takes these hits and he's just like, oh my, yeah. And he snaps his finger. You see the door kicks open. This ghost pirate comes out with these two scimitars and just takes a swing, slashes across Rook's chest. With that first hit, Rook, you are going to take 8 points of slashing damage.
All right, use my reaction
Oh, you're gonna
Hellish
fucking hellish rebuke. Okay. Here we go. We'll go ahead and roll that dex save. That's a nat 20, my friend. So he still is gonna take half of that. So that's going to be 17 divided. So it's going to be 8 points of. Or no, we're going to do 9 because we always round up for damage against enemies. But you see, as soon as you do this, he goes to, you see that he kind of ignites and he gets this angry look in his eyes as he goes to swipe at you again. And this one is coming for your throat, but you quickly see Dawn Shadow's shield gets imposed between you and it, causing it to glance off. Dawn Shadow.
What about S1? Did that not happen?
S1 is your sword mimic, but your sword mimic always takes its action after you, which means that I have to reduce its initiative to 1. There we go.
Ah, all right. Okay, we're gonna take with my ethereal cutlass. We're gonna take 2 swings at Mr. Incubus here.
Okie dokie.
Kind of a dickhead. And this is magical. This is magical. It deals psychic damage instead of slashing.
It's gonna make him feel so inadequate.
Do either of those hit?
The first one does, yes.
All right.
That's what you get for not wearing a shirt.
Huh.
All right. He takes 10 psychic damage.
Armor class below 16.
All right. You see that he takes this hit and he looks at the blade and just his eyes open wide. And you see that he kind of glances up as you hit him. All right. It is the sword mimic.
All right. The sword mimic is going to attack the ghost.
Okay.
And let's see, where is the sword mimic? Schwarzwald.
Yeah, just remember it's a +6 to hit and it deals 1d8 plus 4 and an additional d8 acid if you do the bite.
So we're gonna do the bite attack. So +6 to hit. All right. D20 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. 1d8 plus 4. Nine piercing.
Okay.
Plus 1d8 acid.
All right.
5.
So the pirate just sees this mimic come up. He tries to duck and dodge out of the way, but it's swiping at his feet, bites into him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
All right. You see.
You can't dodge a ball.
You see the incubus now. He is he's seething with rage, as he looks down at you, Dawn Shadow, and says, "Wait, I have to see something real fast. Give me 1 second." Okay, cool. So, as you turned around to tell Schwarzwald to attack the ghost, I need you to make another wisdom save. This time you hear this voice in your ear as the incubus leans over. You all see this incubus go up to Dawn Shadow's ear and is just, "We don't need to fight, but they need to die."
Can I use my inspiration points on this?
Yes, you can always use inspiration points on any D20 roll.
All right. So 11 doesn't pass. My I'm gonna throw all 4 in there to make that a 15.
You son of a bitch. As like your mind starts to hear this, and like the first time you were just like, who the fuck is this bitch? Why the fuck is she trying to, trying to get me? Like, I'm Dawn Shadow, I am not going to be taken over. And this guy comes up, creeps into your ear, says similar things, and for a moment you're kind of taken, it's like, ooh, that's a soothing ass voice. And then it like everything in your mind is just like, but fuck that. I'm not going to have some douchebag who looks like he's from Hot Topic tell me what to do.
I look at him and say, listen, my sexual orientation is something so far beyond your concept and your mind, it would shatter if you even tried to represent what I find attractive.
As she as her gaze shifts ever so slightly towards Tor. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Yeah, you God damn it. I was really hoping to get you. All right, Willow, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do chill touch on this ghost. Because it's
Alright.
undead. And it should affect it more in the end. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
And then oh, if it doesn't, it's a 1D. It has disadvantage on attacking me. So go ahead,
Yeah.
try.
Yep.
I hope it.
It also can't regain hit points.
That's good.
All right.
Who was gonna give it some hit points?
Enemies can heal themselves.
I'm sure they can. I feel like you've never done that.
I've tried. Okay, I've tried in various campaigns for enemies to heal themselves, and the one, it's the thing is that it's like, unfortunately, when you're in the heat of combat as a DM, trying to have somebody fight off 5 level whatever adventurers, drinking a healing potion or casting cure wounds on yourself really is just not of the utmost importance. You're just fighting to the death. Now, I will say, there was the one day that I had my other group, the one that I used to play in person with, straight up, like, I got the most glares from them when I counterspelled them healing each other. Every time they tried to heal the one down player, I kept counterspelling it, and no one in that group had counterspell. Which is why to this day, Smith, if he ever plays a caster, he always takes counterspell, so he can counterspell a counterspell.
He traumatized.
Which he did. He did in P5. He counterspelled. He counterspelled Grazov's all of his spells.
I read that part where it's like, and it can't regain hit points. I'm like, but that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it can.
I know it can happen. It just kind of just never does.
So at this point, you see the succubus pop out of the ethereal plane behind you guys, and from there, it is going to whisper through the air. Rook, I need you to make a wisdom save.
And you have a +2 to this.
So that would be a 13.
I'm going to drop a couple inspiration points on it.
All right.
Feels about
How many would you like to use?
Couple is 2.
2.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck. You hear this voice in your ear that says, "Come on, darling. Tieflings, we're so alike. You and I. Can't you just shoot their heads off?" And you see Dawn Shadow standing there just like staring daggers at you. As you are not affected by her charm. Fuck! I just need one of you! Alright, Tor, it's your turn.
You gave us all
Let's
that
go
inspiration.
fuck her up. Just fuck her up.
Oh, I was wondering where you went last.
I was waiting for you. I saw that big belly, and I just thought I want to dive into it with my claws.
Just grab her head and just put her right in there.
Let me introduce you to my big stick.
Oh, man. Yep, that definitely hits. All right.
That one's probably not gonna hit.
No, that misses.
All right, and I am going to spend a key point. Go ahead and flurry on her.
Okay.
That's gonna fucking miss too.
That also misses. But you get two
Flurry's
attacks
what,
with flurry
two?
of blows.
Yeah,
Yep.
so.
Oh, yeah.
And since I made an unarmed attack while holding my Kense weapon, I have a +2 to my armor class.
Okie dokie. Huh. So your hit... sorry, I was looking at something. Because when you guys adjust your hit point maximum, it adjusts it on Encounter Plus. But when I just upped your armor class on your character sheet, it updates on the one side, but it doesn't update it on the app. Which I just find interesting, that one will update and the other won't.
I don't know what to tell you.
So yeah, you walk up, like, or you go up to her and you bash her across it. You could see that she was not expecting this to hurt. I mean, it just looks like a giant club. But as it hits, she's kind of like thrown back a bit and just like gives you this like angry hiss as you belt her up the face with the second one. Rook.
I told you it was impressive.
I've
All
seen
right,
bigger.
let's see. I've got Ghost right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's limiting my options in terms of shooting, which is pretty much all I do. I'm gonna try shooting the ghost.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
Damn,
Oh,
max damage. Damn, max damage. Yeah, roll for your second attack. Jesus. All right, roll the damage.
Fucking righteous.
Christ. Oh, God, no!
And then the minimum damage.
So here's how I'll describe this.
But that's 4 hits on 4 attack rolls.
That is, yeah. That is you cock back your hammer. You know, Rook knows the dangers of being up close and personal in combat, and you're just like, you know, pull back that hammer. You take that first shot. The arcane gunpowder that is in this just ignites like a bomb, sending this bullet out of this that just rocks the ghost. He's kind of like staggered back, and as you go to reload, you realize that essentially like the 175% of the power of that first shot is now the reciprocal. This one is like 25% of the normal damage. It's just like, pooh.
I might not have loaded those shells correctly.
This guy though, he is. Does he have, because of chill touch? Can't regain if you hit an undead. It has advantage against you. Yeah. Well, it definitely sees Rook as its deadliest target, because he just had his asshole rocked open. So that is going to hit Rook, and that is going to miss Rook.
I will impose disadvantage on that first attack.
Okay. So that is going to cause it to miss. Yeah, just again, same thing. Dawn Shadow throwing up her shield to keep Rook, to keep this guy off of Rook. He just looks over at you. He's like, "Fucking soap, and I'm gonna fucking murder you too."
Try it.
Dude, you murdered somebody.
Dawn Shadow, your turn.
All right. 2 more. God damn it.
Gesundheit.
That can't feel good.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't. It really doesn't. You got 2 attacks coming in at Mr. Incubus. Fuck. First one's a 1.
Oh.
No amount of inspiration is going to help that.
The inspiration left. So I just 2 big old swings and misses.
Yeah, we will say that it's like, as soon as you turn around to go and attack this guy, he like unfurls his wings, and is using those to kind of like bat at your sword as you're swinging.
Just windmilling at you.
Right. Schwarzwald.
All right, well, he's going to go bite the ghost.
All right.
I should just use this dice roller.
Yeah, see, that dice roll seems to be working a lot better for you. Yeah, it's a 24 to hit.
Oh, God fucking damn it. All right. We've got 7 piercing damage.
That is all you need, as this thing bites through him, just devouring this ghost.
What I want to have happen is, as he's bitching at me, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." That's when my sword just jumps on him, just bites him in the neck, and just rides him to the ground.
Oh God, yes. Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." All right. So the incubus, who is right behind you, yeah, he is not very happy. You see that he is going to fly up, and that is going to offer you, Dawn Shadow, an opportunity attack.
Fuck yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
I'm not gonna hit anything today.
Yeah, you go to try and take a swing. He bats your sword away, but you see that he lands on the platform that is leading up to that other cell. So he's still within reach of you, Dawn Shadow. But as he gets over there, he makes eye contact with Willow. Willow, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
She fucking looked away. She
You
only
do
has
have a
one
plus-
eye.
You have a +2 to this roll.
A wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Ew.
Oh. Well,
You got a +2 to it. So that's a 5.
Is there anything I can add to it?
You have inspiration points. Everyone
I
seems to be
do.
wanting to add inspiration points
I
tonight.
do have a
Good
little.
for
You have-
good
you
reason.
have 10?
I have 17. I feel like I need to add a lot.
You have 17 inspiration?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
I
everyone everyone like
11
yeah,
last time.
I'll say when everybody jumped from chapter 1 to chapter 2, I gave everybody like 2d6 or something like that, or some amount.
I got 11 when we could roll last time.
I
don't
missed
know.
that because I only got what we got last time.
Oh. I'm gonna give you guys some tonight, so no worries after that.
All right.
I do feel like I need 10, don't I?
This is it. You just have to
I
declare
do-
an amount.
I'm gonna aim at 10 because I really do only have 5. So
Okay.
change the number.
So this incubus, he flies up. You see Dawn Shadow take a swipe at him. He lands down on this other platform. Now that the fog is no longer out there, you see the moonlight has come down. Willow, he's kind of glistening there with some of the spray from the ocean splashing up. His abs are just, rock hard as he glares up at you. And he gives you this soft look in your eyes, and you just hear this voice in your ears that says, "Make fire with me and burn them alive." And you're instantly just straight up Hoover Dam, levels of just flooding. And as you're standing there, I'm saying that Willow is wet in the moment. And it's just, as that's happening, Dawn Shadow saying next to you is just like looks over, sees you standing there, basking at this guy, as you summon, as you have this moment of clarity, and you realize, that he is trying to turn you against your team. And you suddenly dry up like a widow's like a widow's toolbox.
All you have to do is say sploosh. Every Archer fan will get it.
You what? No.
Every Archer fan will get it.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You don't watch Archer?
I don't. Never really cared for it.
For shame.
Yeah, sorry.
Sploosh.
All right. Speaking of Willow, it's your turn.
So I'm doing Twinned Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
I can do it to 2 different targets.
So if you're twinning, yes, you target a second creature. It always has to be a second creature.
So 1 each of these not very good seductresses. They're trying the best. Where did I put it?
Yeah, they are trying their best, to say the least.
Yes, cast first. And yes.
Okay. Do you want that to go to the incubus or the succubus?
Oh wait. Well, since he tried to seduce me, he can
Sure.
get that one first. And roll again.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to give myself an advantage if I need it. That's good.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll the damage for the incubus, and just remember you are adding 12 to whatever this is. Well, again, yeah, we'll take the first roll as always.
Why
So
did
3. Because you rolled a crit. So it doubles the dice pool, but again, we always take the first one. So yeah, you as this guy tries seducing you, you're just like, fuck that, and you create
some fucking lightning at it.
Yeah, you create this blue energy starts to arc between your hands. For the first time that this group has seen, normally every time you cast a spell, it's straight forward at the target that you're going for. But you actually split this in 2, dealing damage to both creatures. You immediately eviscerate and turn the incubus to dust. as he's standing there and just kind of like you see his skeleton flashing in his body. You hear the succubus in the back scream and just goes, "You fucking bitch!" As you hit her. Go ahead and roll the damage for that attack.
Oh man. Not enough. But he
Yeah.
deserved it. So.
Say she hasn't taken too much damage. Wait, are you? Oh, you were casting this at second level. Oh, motherfucker. That first one took an extra 24 points of damage. So that first one took 33 points of damage. Okay.
But he's
Wow.
way dead. Then.
Yeah, like he had only 14 points left. So I just didn't realize like that you were that you were upcasting this at second.
I was trying to increase the damage because I was tired of them.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, when you hit she's like, "You fucking bitch," and then you just hit her with this. You see, she kind of like shakes back and. Right. And now you have this on her, and you are concentrating on it. As it is her turn. And
what it does.
Being that you are concentrating on this, she is going to move up and try and attack you. Which she just hits. So with that, you're going to take 6 points of damage. And that is slashing damage, and I need you to make me a concentration save. And that is going to be Constitution save. DC is 10. Okay, you pass it.
I hit it.
You maintain your concentration. She, like, comes down at you, just, "You fucking bitch! I'm gonna fucking kill you!"
And seeing this scene's like, and then comes Tor with the steel chair.
Yeah.
Just pile driver into the bed.
Now, I do want to say, Tor, you are down a level. So she was flying, so she is a little bit further up, but you still are within range of her. I just wanted to let you know that in case she starts to move this way.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about movement to a monk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should do like a 40-foot vertical standing leap.
Yeah. Was that jump? Yeah, a high jump is 3 plus your strength mod. And since Tor went with strength as his highest, he has a 7-foot vertical leap.
Fuck.
It's like, I'm not gonna lie. When Eric told me that he was going to be playing a monk, I was like, cool. And as the dirty min-maxer that I am, my mind immediately goes, okay, you're gonna make your dexterity your highest, you're gonna make your wisdom your second highest, and then you're probably gonna dump like intelligence or charisma or strength. And I thought like it was gonna be strength, because I mean I've very rarely ever seen a good strength-based monk, and then he fucking brings up Tor with a 19 strength, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, huh? And like looking at his character sheet, I'm like, oh, you took the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. No, you didn't. You did not take Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. You just have a 19 in strength. Oh, man. So fucking good.
Like the rolls, I used whatever, too. Like, it was...
Yeah, you rolled for your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all right there, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. All right.
So, most of my monks, by the way, whenever I play them, Dex Wisdom, but...
Mm-hmm. Man.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Like, oh, did you forget about me already? And then... Smacker.
Then
Yep.
Tor beat the shit out of her.
That you do.
Not much damage, but Second incoming. That's probably gonna miss.
Actually, because you have, well, I was gonna say because you have your flanking bonus from
Oh,
Rook.
yeah, that's right, I am.
That is going to hit. Actually, you have your flanking bonus from Rook and Willow, so that becomes a 16.
You know, I've got this battlefield commander feat, and I'm just never going to be able to use it.
the one that
I'm
the one that gives you the reaction.
It's like, nah, you hit him. Like, no, you hit him. Like, all right. It's like, no, but you got the flank. It's like, all right.
I mean, hey, if you want to use up that reaction, I have no problem.
No, I'm good. It's fine. For rules, just going by what you do.
So that'll be a 15.
Yep, that hits.
What he does there to show that it doesn't matter if he does a spinning jump kick like Van Damme style, right to the head.
All right. So was that a flurry of blows, or was that just your extra
that was
unarmed?
just a regular unarmed
Okay.
strike.
Coolio.
Gotta save some key. But ups my armor class to 17 again.
Yeah. All right. Rook.
Bonus action to reload and take a couple shots.
Yes, sir.
That one's not good.
Should have moved right there and said, "No, I've got your."
Yeah. Unfortunately, both of those are going to miss. All right. Do you want to do
He
anything with
spins
your...
around to take the shots, but standing on top of this pile of bones is a pretty uneven footing. He spins and fires a couple of well wide.
Yeah, you got the umbral umbral skull bearer under your feet, and you just kind of like squish across the rot that it is consisting of. All right. Dawn Shadow.
All right, we're getting up on this bed.
Pillow fight.
All right, let's first swing.
Load of fucking break into the pillow and just clobber her up the head. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Second swing's gonna
Second
miss.
swing misses.
All right.
As per usual.
Yeah. That's 10 psychic damage.
All right. She's still standing, but just barely. And it is going to be Schwarzwald.
He doesn't have the movement to get up there. He can only go 15 feet, so he's just going to be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
About as far as he can go.
Okay. Willow.
Witch bolt?
What? Oh,
Yeah, she can just
witch
deal the
bolt's
damage.
still trained on her.
Yep, so go ahead and roll that D12 if that's what you want to do.
Is it a 1d12 still, or 2d12 because it was...
It was
or does it
upcast,
go
so
back down?
no, it's yeah, it's further yeah, on a target. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. The initial damage increases by 1d12 for each slot. So it's just the initial. So it is still just 1d12 automatically after.
Okay.
I actually wasn't sure of that either, but yeah, it specifically says
all
the initial
12.
damage. Jesus
Take
Christ.
all 12.
Yeah. So
Just...
the succubus is at this point like very angry at Willow because she killed the incubus, and she's just like trying to get to her. You can see that her claws are out as she's about to make the contacting strike. As Willow, you just empower yourself and you force this lightning through you. You can kind of feel the mechanisms within you starting to like whir up and the like gears kicking on. And you just shoot out this blast of lightning that scatters through her entire body, just turning her to dust.
Yes.
Annihilated.
I took them out.
Combat is over.
All right.
You can jump on the bed out of excitement.
Nope. Just wanted
Do
to move
they? Oh,
it. Mm-hmm.
I was to say, do they have anything on them?
Actually, it's
Or
being that this only lasted for a few seconds. It's as they are turned to dust, their entire bodies just kind of fade into the ethereal.
just wanted to grab a corset or something.
All right. I don't think that ghost pirate counts. So that's 2 of the 3 glasses by my count.
Well, that's just one half of the castle things. We still got the other wall to go through.
And I don't think either of them was the captain there.
There's
Probably
nothing
not.
in their little castle thingies.
No. You look up in there. The most that you see is a like a stone toilet and a chain that is attached to the wall.
All right, let's check the other side of the room.
All right.
Don't
As
do
you
that.
pop these doors open, you see up inside, like I said, up to those locked doors. There's nothing in those ones. The only thing that you can see is that in this southern one on the right, you can see that there is an old dried up skeleton that's like strapped to the wall.
Double doors.
Well, let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
All right. So again, this is going to be kind of weird just because of how the map is, but as you open up that door, you are peering out over onto right up here. If you look at the map there on the left.
No.
So you are now.
So I'm staring at a mast, basically.
Yeah, you basically walk out to the. I think that would be. Let me see here. That would be the mizzen mast that you are staring at, and you are looking out over the top of the quarterdeck. So, as you look around, you can see that there are the cannons up here, and you're looking out over to where the rest of the top of the ship is. Something that you notice though, almost immediately, out on the main deck, all that fog that was there before is also gone.
So wait, this is like these doors are up off the ground?
I mean they're on the quarterdeck. So like before here, let me zoom out a little bit. Is there anything that I don't want to reveal just yet? Not really. On this map, we've pretty much gotten through everything. So I'm just gonna do this just to make life a little bit easier for you guys. So as you step out of this door on the right there, this is where you're coming out of. Here.
Okay, so when we walked into the room with the blood pool, that was from which deck?
That is the one, you're essentially standing over top of that.
Yeah, we're
All right, so there's
above.
like a raised platform here, a balcony.
Yes. Here, let me give you a good example. There you go. You are currently coming out of that purple square on top of the red square.
Ah,
So this is kind of the layout that you guys are looking at.
Right, because we were on the quarter deck and entered.
Right, you guys entered into the quarter deck. You guys then
Okay,
walked
got
through it. You fought the vampires, yeah, and then you came up. Now you're coming out of the aft castle. And you're now
right
looking,
above.
yeah, you're now standing on top of the quarter deck.
All right, and from the looks of it, the other two doors are. Actually, where do those other two doors go? There's stairways there.
Oh, those lead up to those are the ones that are like that would lead up on top of the aft castle, up to where the helm is. So like if you look on the left-hand side of the map over where
Well,
you're
that's a privy, and that's a shoe closet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, in there, yeah, the one is a toilet and the other's a closet, which you guys can't see into
So
there cuz obviously, you know,
we
line of
cannot
sight
open
would
that
technically
door.
still be a thing.
Okay, yeah, so there's a couple of small rooms basically crammed under stairs.
Yes.
Um, all right, so then we can either climb up to the helm and see if the captain is steering the ship, or we can poke our heads into the deepest darkness.
Well, I'll give you two things. Roll me a perception check. Okay, so something that seems as you guys both peer out onto the quarterdeck, two things stand out to you. One, you are able to peer up. You do not see the helm moving. You also don't see any hands on this thing. Secondly, as you peer out across the quarterdeck, even though you know that the room with the blood fountain is directly below where you guys are looking right now, you can see, and you know that there were lights in there, you can see no light coming up through this grate in the ground.
You what?
Yeah, it looks like we've just about ran out of up worth going to then.
So pretty much the only place that you guys haven't explored on this top part would be the poop cabin.
Although, where did that vampire get to?
Yeah, it's haven't seen that vampire into the darkness. What if we cut the lines though? The blood lines. Maybe something's living with them. Maybe they'll die.
Well, I mean, we're not in that room. I was
I
gonna
know.
say we'll
We just go back down.
finish the decks, head up to the poop deck, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a stairway. May as well head up.
All right, so I'll move. Is everybody heading up to the poop cabin?
Sure.
Okay. Put you guys up here. We'll move Schwarzwald. Go. Oh, my map just fucked up. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it as is because you guys can obviously see over to the poop cabin. But yeah, as you guys open up the door into the poop cabin, it is unlocked. And from what you're able to see as soon as you walk in, you can see that there is a large map on a table in the center. There's also a spyglass as well as a compass. There is a kind of another like purple velveteen couch, like chase lounge over here, as well as a few other maps, documents, sextants. You can see that there's a globe here as well.
Do I recognize anything on the?
Actually, you do. As you, you know what? Roll me a history check.
God, I asked for that. A whopping 3.
Oh, yeah, you're not really able to discern like what all the markings on this are, but you can see.
I can't. The captain did not scan.
Yeah. Bo, shut up. Hold on one second. All right. So yeah, you're looking at this. This is a map of the coastal area. You're kind of actually seeing that this map extends a lot farther than, you know, where you actually thought that this ship was or has been at any point. But it's kind of stretching like the majority of the coast. And you can see on there are various marks and maps. Or, various marks and, like, symbols. And you can see, in fact, though, there are some symbols that are marked with little skeletons.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'll collect the map, because even if I can't... Captain did not scan.
So as you go to pick up the map, you can almost see that like the image on it shifts, but you are able to pick it up.
Do any of these objects look unusual? Do they look like ordinary compass and eyeglass and stuff?
For the most part.
Do they look special? Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Ew.
And actually, it's in fact as Tor is starting to roll up this map, which what really causes it to jump is you see Tor. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Okay. So what happens here is, Tor, you're looking at this map, trying to figure it out. You're not really able to see anything or figure it out, and you're looking over it. Willow, you're looking at it, and something kind of stands out to you. And what that is you're noticing that like the image from different perspectives that you stand almost appears as if there's like an illusion set over this. And as Tor goes to pick up the map, you see these poison needles shoot up out of the desk where he goes to grab the map and start pulling it up. Tor, you are going to take 10 points of poison damage. As the map, as these like spikes come out from the side of the map, like from the desk.
Oh. That map's dangerous. Did you see what it did?
I felt what it did.
It was like an illusion.
Where were you 30 seconds?
But Willow, as you're looking at this, you can see that, you know, as you've kind of discerned this illusion over it, you realize that it almost appears as if you could turn the compass that's on the map, that's like, you know, the one on projected on this map.
Yeah, but he just touched it.
Well, he went to pick up the map. And actually, the thing that stands out to you the most is as you're looking at this, there almost appears to be like a dial around it. You realize the compass on the map is facing the wrong way, that it's turned about 90 degrees.
This compass seems the wrong way, guys.
As she points
Can I
that
turn
out, yeah, you can. As she points this out, Tor, yeah, you realize there is a physical compass sitting on the desk that north is pointing up to where the front of the ship is, but the compass on the map is showing that it's actually like that this ship should be pointing east. And Willow, as you turn it, you now realize that these marks on the map suddenly begin to shift and change with like a magical essence kind of washing over them. And now, no longer does it look like normal trade routes and where these lines would be leading from place to place. You now see that this map now shows tiny little skulls, little clusters of them on the map, like 9 here, 13 there. And it also shows on the map little symbols of ships. And you can see there's a large cluster near the capital of Cleone. And it doesn't take you long to realize that on the map, these little symbols of boats are slowly moving.
Yeah. This map have little boats moving on. Does anyone else see them
You guys can all see this.
at all?
Tor, roll me
Yeah.
a history check with advantage.
I think I would focus on the cluster near the where we're at. Cleaning.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys are some distance from Cleone at this point. But yeah, there, like, you can see there's a lot of ships that would presumably be docked in Cleone.
Eight.
Tor, as your eyes glaze over the map, your eyes are kind of drawn to one particular spot. And it's kind of an emotional spot on the map because it's where your ship was attacked. And you can see that at that spot, there is a tiny skull marked with the number 26, which just so happens to be the amount of crew you lost when your ship was attacked.
The son of a bitch.
And so this kind of resonates with you as you see that same marking dotted across the map with the numbers next to it. Like I said, a 9 here, a 13 there. You know, there's one that has 2 next to it. Like, you're realizing what this is telling you.
Ah, maybe the succubus is telling the truth. 2 next to it. I point at the spot on the and this was my ship. Those are my crew. All these skulls with numbers. They're all ships that have been taken. Crew that have been taken.
So many. So now what do we do about it?
Well, we finished what we came here.
But we can't pick up this map. Take it with us, apparently. Can I try dispelling magic so we can... Well, no. I want the illusion to stay. I want to be able to take the map.
So that would be more of like disarming a trap. So
Yeah, because if I dispel the magic, the illusion will go away.
Well, considering you have to
Basically.
target an object with Dispel Magic, yes, you would have to target the map.
Is there even a real map though?
There is, like, it is a map, but it is a magical map. It is, like, magically enchanted to kind of keep this ship in the center of it, and, you know, as
like
it's...
GPS.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we can't take it with us.
So is this the last upper deck before we have to go down now?
Correct.
Or
So do we want
presumably
to take a short rest in here to go down fully? Fully charged, as it were?
Or partially.
All right. Do you guys want to take a short
Sure.
rest?
There's only that one door to mind, isn't there?
Yeah, it is a fairly defensible room. Good views.
Yeah, from here you can likewise see the captain, out through the back window on it. He's out there. At this point, he's eaten through the half of the shark.
At least he's having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Got a meal. Short resty. Do we?
And that whole thing reminded me when Brock Sampson killed the shark and used it
God.
to kill the assassin.
All right, so if you guys all want to proc for a short rest, that would reset Willow's ability to give you guys the some healing from a healer's kit.
Sure. Short rest.
And I mean, I know we've only been playing for about 2.5 hours, but if you guys are good, I'm actually good calling it here and with the short rest and picking back up next week.
Sure.
Sweet. Yeah, because I felt like shit this morning, and I went to bed late last night, and I got to be up early tomorrow. So.
Oh, how long do those hit points last?
8 hours.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have to check that top box, the reset.
Right.
Max just yet.
Yep.
Short rest. Fight a pirate captain. Or whatever is down in the depths.
Alright, got everything back except for my Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
I don't know what I get back. Not
What?
sorcery points?
On,
No, they're long rest. They're long rest.
I'll say, yeah, for sorcerers, a lot of their stuff is just long rest.
I was hoping I'd get something back.
Yeah, because I think, paladins get their channel divinity, I know that. So,
Yeah.
Warlocks get their spell slots. I don't know what monks get back on a short rest if they get...
I get all my key points.
Yeah, I get my curse, my spell slots.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream there.